Happy beach day. Happy Monday. It's a beautiful day here in Cebu City. Thanks for liking my videos. Let me know in the comments if you can see the live stream. That is the Olango Island ferry. That ferry goes from Lapu-Lapu to Olango Island, which is right there. That's Olango Island right there. Tap your screen for likes. I would appreciate it. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me. My name is Tim. Welcome to the live stream. Type in the comment. Let me know if you can hear me. It's a beautiful Monday at the beach. Somebody's watching me. Who are you watching me? That is the Olango Island ferry right there. That boat right there is the Olango Island ferry. It goes between Lapu-Lapu and Olango Island, which is the island right in front of you. That is a pier. The tide is in. It's high tide. Here in the Philippines. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. It's a high tide day. Let me know in the comments who's watching. I would appreciate it. Here I am, sitting on the beach chair. Thanks for liking my videos. It is beach day in Cebu. There is your beach. That is the beach. How are y'all doing today? Troppy. Hi, Troppy. I'm doing well. That's the Olango Island ferry. Let me know the countries you're from. I would appreciate letting me know where you're all from. Troppy, you are good. Serena Sarim. Hi, Serena Sarim. My name is Tim. I'm in Cebu City in the Philippines, hanging out at the beach. Hi, the goat. Oh, you're in Florida. That's where I live, Serena. I live in Florida. Maybe that's why you're getting this live stream, is because I live in Florida. I don't know. Yes, it is beautiful here. It is in the Cebu City in the Philippines. Have you ever been? Oh, you like it in Florida? What part of Florida do you live? Do you live near the beach? What part of Florida do you live? I would like to know. Troppy lives in New York. Oh, really? I used to live in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. I went to college for 2 years at the University of Wisconsin, the Extension Center in Sheboygan. I got my Associate of Science degree. I am a wombat. Serena lives in Gainesville. You're not even close to the ocean, Serena. When are you gonna move to the ocean? and enjoy. No, there's no sharks here. Surprisingly, I did get bit by a jellyfish the other night. There are jellyfish here. I hear really no stories of sharks here in the Philippines. There is whale sharks in certain areas of the Philippines, and they have tours and excursions. You can snorkel and watch whale sharks. Music, education, University of Florida. Well, congratulations, you are a musician. Koss JamCon wants me to tell a story of me getting bitten by a jellyfish. Well, it's really no story. I was in the island of Bohol at Alona Beach, and that was about 4 days ago, and it was evening, and I decided to take an evening swim on Alona Beach in Bohol. That's near Pangalo, Bohol. And I was swimming, and then I felt a sharp sting on my back. And I wasn't sure what it was. I thought it was maybe, I don't know, a horsefly or a mosquito bite. But it happened below the surface of the water, so it couldn't have been an insect. And then I got out of the ocean about 10 minutes later, and I asked the locals, I said, what happened? And they said it looks like a mosquito bite. It was a welt on the back of my back. A welt this big. It wasn't that big. It was about this big. Not too bad. Maybe the size of a dime in America. And I said, it's kind of painful. What can I do about it? And they said, put vinegar on it. It seems like vinegar is a cure-all for everything. Yeah, I know, Serena. That's what a lot of Floridians do. The ones that purchased land by the beach have now sold their land, or it was destroyed, and now they are buying homes inland. I live inland myself. I live near Leesburg, Florida, 2 hours south of Gainesville. The Pantstown Racer, Nope P. Some of these YouTube accounts are interesting. The Pantstown Racer. Interesting. So they put vinegar on my jellyfish bite. It was only one bite. And the pain went away, and the welt and the swelling went away the very next day. So there's not much of a story. It's not like I got 100 mosquito. Any other country around that area that you can compare to the Philippines? What would I compare to the Philippines? I would compare maybe Indonesia. Indonesia is similar to the Philippines. Malaysia is nearby. If you want to go to East Asia, you'd be talking Vietnam, Cambodia, or Thailand. P is better. Oh my God, the Pantstown Racer deleted a message and had to re-enter a message, and that message is P is better. Any other country? Okay. Yes, I live in Central Florida. The hurricanes are not too bad in Central Florida. I'm originally from Wisconsin. That's why I went to the University of Sheboygan Extension for 2 years, and then I went to the University of Wisconsin at Oshkosh, and I got a Bachelor's of Business Administration degree. Yeah, there's actually a Waverunner right over there, friend. Let me take a walk and show you the Waverunner. You want to see a Waverunner? We'll show you a Waverunner. I will take you a tour of the beach. You know, I got nothing else to do. I'm on a permanent vacation. Yeah, Koss, you be scared. You be very afraid and frightened. I'm afraid of my own shadow, Koss, so I'm with you 100% on that. We're going to tour the Waverunner. There is a Waverunner right here. I'm afraid too. Right here's a Waverunner. You can rent this Waverunner. This Waverunner is for rent. It's a Kawasaki. I don't know anything about it. I don't think Thailand is too expensive. Right there's your Waverunner. Kawasaki. You occasionally take that up for rent. Japan is expensive. 6K isn't much. Yeah, Japan is expensive. If you want to live on the cheap, you would go to a country like Cambodia, maybe Indonesia. You could live really cheap. The Philippines is fairly inexpensive. It's getting more expensive though. And right here is where you rent a rate. I'm going to get closer to the shore to get internet connection. My internet is terrible right here. That's not good. Philly Willy, they need to clean up their garbage. This way. Hopefully you can get better reception here. Take you on a tour of the facility here. Feel free to share the live stream with those you feel are interested. This is where they're serving dinner right here. You can have lunch. Look at these tropical. Those leaves are super large. What kind of tree is that? That's a banana tree, right? I think. Let me know in the comments below what that is. They're actually holding an event here. I believe they're having a wedding. Thanks for liking my video. Welcome. My name is Tim. I bring you Philippines content. Today we're wandering aimlessly on the beach. Let me know if you enjoyed the content. Here they had a wedding. Right in there. I think they're either tearing down or setting up for a wedding. Look at the beautiful decorations. White roses. How nice is that? Good afternoon. Anybody want to get married in the Philippines? Leave a comment below. Exercise for children here. Look at this. Oh, this is actually squishy for your feet, on your feet. This is just like you see in America. Children's play park. It's decorated like a pirate ship. Look at that. Let me know in the comments below where you're all from. I would appreciate it. Where are you all from? This is like a common area here. I call it a courtyard. Thanks for liking my live stream. My name is Tim. Feel free to watch my videos and give them a thumbs up. They had a wedding here the other day. I believe it was Friday. They had a wedding. And right here is where they had the wedding. Look at this. Who wants to get married in the Philippines? There is a wedding venue set up. You're walking down the aisle to the altar. Hello. Setting up or tearing down? Look at these beautiful flowers I wanted to show you. These flowers are gorgeous. Look at the flowers. That is your wedding. There's your aisle. Walking down the aisle. What are you waiting for? There is a wedding altar waiting for you in the Philippines. Right there is where you get married. No excuse to be single. Oh, here, look at the chair. I think that's where the boat floating out in the ocean. This leads out into the South China Sea. There's a parasailer over there. And I was in the ocean about 20 minutes ago. It's very warm. The water is warm. It's not like the oceans in America. This water here is actually warm. I'm going to take you on a walk of the fantastic wedding venue. Leave in the comments below who all plans on getting married in the Philippines. These are some very unique flowers. Look at that. Hi, Nikki. Nikki, are you the one that's going to get married in the Philippines, Nikki? I'll turn the camera around and say hi. Hi. Thanks for stopping by the live stream. My name is Tim. How are y'all doing today? This is a courtyard. I'm kind of allergic to the sun. I'm from Wisconsin originally, and I rarely saw sun as a child. Now I live in Florida. I see sun all the time. How are y'all doing? Blue sky? Connect ion. I'm not sure what that means. Anyway, thank you for stopping by. That's a swimming pool in the resort area. Swimming pool there and a beach right there. And earlier in the live stream, I was sitting at the beach. And in between the two is a wedding venue. There's a children's playground right over there. I showed you that. There is a restaurant here. You can buy food and drinks. You cannot bring food and drinks in. So when you go to the beach, you can bring water, and that is it. If you want to eat, you're going to need to buy from this resort. Look at the parasailer over there. Let's go back to the ocean and show you what the parasailer looks like. Good afternoon. Here's another little seating area right next to the beach. That looks inviting, doesn't it? Right there. Hi, Lewis T. Thanks for joining. Hello. How are you? And they even have hammocks here. I am in Cebu City in the Philippines, for those new. And there's one of the dining areas right there. People are dining at the beach, overlooking the ocean. How nice is that? You can sit in one of these. Whittier, California. Hello, Whittier, California. I am in Cebu City in the Philippines. Here's some more hammocks you can sit in. And here is your ocean. Look at how clear the water is, friends. God's tomahawk. No, this is not Diddy's house. But if Diddy did not put a house here, he should have. He could have had all kinds of fun in this area. He should have put a house here. There is a parasailer right there. Yeah, Lewis T, a nice place. It's awesome here. It is beautiful here. Look at the clear ocean, warm water, beautiful sunshine. We are in the rainy season though. Rainy season starts June 1 here in the Philippines. Very similar to Florida. And it rains pretty much every afternoon for a couple hours, just like Florida. And I'm originally from Wisconsin, but I lived in Florida for 3 years. Look at the... Now if you watch this parasailer real close, this is something you won't see in America. They will drop that parasailer right into the ocean, and then they will accelerate the boat, and then that parasailer will come out of the ocean again. Yes, Lewis T. If you watch this parasailer, they are going to drop that parasailer into the ocean, and then they will accelerate the boat and pull them back up into the air. I have never seen that before until I came to the Philippines. I actually think it's somewhat of a dangerous thing to do. But here in the Philippines, they do some strange things. We're going to wait, and you're going to see that parasailer drop into the ocean soon. Yes, Louis T, that's exactly what I reacted when I first seen it for the first time. I said, they're dropping the parasailer into the ocean. I think they just stopped the boat. Now that parasailer is coming down. Oh boy. That parasailer will drop into the ocean. And when the feet touches the ocean, then the boat will accelerate and lift them back into the air. I personally think it's a dangerous thing to do, but here in the Philippines, anything goes. I will set my elbow here and you will watch the parasailer. Of course, my internet is starting to fail me. The parasailer is coming down, is getting closer to the water. Anything goes in the Philippines, Lewis. Pretty much anything goes. Except prank. And my internet is terrible. My God. What a bad time, sir, and close to the water. And you will see that the parasailer touch the water, and then they will float Thanks for the likes. Parasailer is close to the water, and there's going to be a boat coming in front of the parasailer. Parasailer's in the water. They just touched the water. Parasailer has touched the water. Now it's lifting off the water a little bit. Parasailer's back in the water. Back in the water. Parasailer has his legs in the water as we speak. Now they're lifting the parasailer out of the water. They accelerated the boat a little bit, or the wind took them up. I'm actually glad I got this on video. This is the first time I caught this on video. I wanted the world to see, because if I would explain it, and back in America, nobody would believe me. And now they are pulling the parasailer into the boat. So there you have it. That is how they give a parasailing tour here in the Phils. Now you believe it, Luis. You see it on video. I vacationed in Mexico a lot, and I've never seen them do that in Mexico. But here in the Philippines, they drop you in the water occasionally, and they cool you down before they bring you in the boat. There's no sharks here. I have never heard of any shark attacks in the Philippines. I don't know where the sharks are. Yeah, you're welcome, Louis. I don't know where the sharks are, but I never hear of shark attacks in the Philippines. Not like in Florida, where it's every weekend there's a shark attack. Here, I never hear of them. You're welcome. And there's the beach. Right here is the beach. I was just thanks for the likes. I appreciate it. Thanks everyone for watching the live stream today. I'll get my picture with the parasailer behind. There is the parasailer right there, boat right behind me. Right there is the boat. I think they might launch another parasailer. Let's take a look. It doesn't look like another parasailer is going up. This is the Mactan Channel, Mactan Strait. This leads out into the South China Sea. And I am in Cebu City in the Philippines. If you haven't figured it out, the water is crystal clear. It's warm. My internet is weak. Welcome to the Philippines. That's one thing you have to get used to. Look at the beautiful flower. These are Bougainvillea flowers. They have these flowers in Florida. Bougainvillea. There the boat goes back. Maybe if we wait here long enough, they'll bring another parasailer out. There's a shipping boat. That boat is most likely going into Cebu City. There you have it. Take a tour of the beach again. This is an outdoor restaurant right here. Outdoor restaurant. It's the beach. the C as in Charlie. Cebu, C with a C with a Charlie. Internet is terrible. There's the beach. That is a high-rise condominium right there. That is called Movenpick. I have a video on my channel. I did a tour of a condo. Part of my content is I do condominium tours, videos. And I've got, I believe, 2 videos on Movenpick, condos in Movenpick. Right there, the tall building. That's located on the beach as well. There are people in a kayak. One thing you should know is that most of the beaches in the Philippines are really rocky. So you should bring shoes if you go to the beach here. There are some beaches that are white sand beaches in the Philippines, but most of them are coral and rock. Kind of like this one. And they bring in some sand and they put it, I don't know, 20 feet out into the ocean. But most beaches are coral and rock here in the Philippines. Not sure what these two are going to do with this boat. There's the jet ski. Somebody was asking about the jet ski before. There's a jet ski. They rented it $80 per hour. There are 2 women on a jet ski. It is a windy day. Most likely they will fall off. I've seen them fall off the jet ski many times. Let me know in the comments below where you're all from. Thanks for joining my live stream. My name is Tim. I provide you with Philippines content on this channel. I have another channel called Streams of Dreams. And I provide you content from Florida, USA on that channel. Pictures of each other. They got video camera. They're on a jet ski. They have a video camera. Yeah, it's really windy. Yule S. Yes, it's windy. Probably should have my wind protected microphone on, but I did this live stream last minute, impromptu. They rent that $80 per hour. That's about what the price in America is, isn't it? Let me know in the comments below. How much does it cost to rent a jet ski in America? The ocean water temperature is warm. Yeah, I'm not sure either. I haven't priced it in a long time. going to follow these two social media starlets on the jet ski. Driving in circles, they're having fun in Cebu. I'm in Cebu City, Philippines. This is the Mactan Channel that leads out to the South China Sea. If these people don't watch it, they could be floating all the way to Indonesia in the South China Sea. Another ferry boat coming over from Olango Island. Let me know in the comments below where you're all from. Uh-oh. We're getting bolder. They are recording themselves on the jet ski. Your grandparents are Filipinos? Really? Where are you, Yule? Where are you living now? America, land of the home and the free. Thanks for joining the live stream. Oh, really? Nice. Well, thank your grandfather for his service. There's another jet ski and a jet ski pulling a banana boat. You can rent banana boats here too. They are watching those jet skiers in that grass building right over there. That's where they rented the jet ski, and they are watching them very closely. One day the jet ski disappeared, and they had to take another jet ski and go looking for the missing tourists on the original jet ski. Has happened that the tourists will take the jet ski and they will go far, far away, and they lose sight. The people in that grass building over there will lose sight of the jet ski. They will get nervous. They will jump in a different jet ski and go out looking for you. Probably making video content for their YouTube channel or their TikTok. No, you don't want to go too far out in that ocean. It's pretty rough. It's pretty rough where they are now, actually. it's Tim. I bring you Philippines related content, and it is a windy day out.